Too dead for all that equipment. I say that was a successful mission. Hello, hello, Tutal here, coming to search for bring you another video of X-division, Xenonauts. All this going on down there, and none of our ranges. We don't have anything to range out that far. Oh shit! I completely forgot to. Oh, so you know, I said start 2 bases. Yeah, let's build these next 2 bases. So we're gonna want one here. This should give us a decent, good coverage for the Americas. We'll do this West Com for now, and then we'll do one pretty much directly east in here, probably in the Philippines, and we'll call this East Com for now. I'll rename those because they're probably army bases, but we'll use them as temporary bases like CENTCOM here for the aircraft they'll carry, because eventually we're gonna have an actual air base, like one up here, one up here. Ooh, probably one here, and one down here. I think we'll do that. You two are looking good. We got our AWACS there. Yeah, cannon hard points. I can see that. Ah, troops. So we lost a assault and a specialist. Well, let's figure out what these two will be who's well. We'll make you. Let's see. You're an assault. What if I changed you to an assault? Let's see how you look different. All right, 63, 50 something. If I change you to specialist. Ouch. So the specialist is definitely heavier. No, the specialist is actually lighter. So we'll turn you into a specialist. We'll turn you into a assault. We'll modify your loadout so that way you're not completely out in the open. All right, I'll accept the flashbang. I like the flashbang. And then you, we'll get rid of the C4. I want to keep a grenade for sure. All right. Now the question is, do I have a better strength rifleman than you? 69, 70. Okay, 65. 70. So we're actually going to change you to a specialist, and you will get changed back to a rifleman. We'll take away. Nope, we're going to put you back in with that because that gives you enough for beautiful. Alrighty. Okay, you no longer have a penalty there, so let's actually give you a magazine for your pistol. You're still fine there, you're still good there, you're 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 good there. Alrighty. Well, guess what? Since we got people, we got. Wait, did I ever? Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I never hired these guys. Oh God. There we go. Well, let's hire some soldiers. Let's take a look-see. We'll base off of TUs here. Now we're gonna look for a good average here. And honestly, I say average. This guy, right here, Albert, you look pretty good for a replacement for an A-team. Good average. Decent strength there too. You have good strength, but really low reflexes. You have okay-ish average, pretty low strength though. We'll hire him, see if we get someone better as well. Let's take a look at strength. The strength is actually very important for me. Good to use, only 50 HP. Oh, shitty accuracy. You're pretty good. Your reflexes, HP, and bravery are pretty good there. Your accuracy is mediocre, but 54 strength. Let's go for, I think we'll go for you. Maja. Yeah, because you guys are like, oh my God, that's horrible. Ooh, you are a nice cannon there, James. Now, it's a billion autopsy. The guys we just murked, these fuckers are very tough to kill. And here's why. A civilian is a reptilian alien standing roughly 195 centimeters. I am an inch taller than these guys. Tall and weighing nearly 200 kilograms. These fuckers weigh a hell of a lot more than me. The incredibly dense skeleton of the creature is tough. Scaled hide together account for some 40% of this, the remaining largely being muscles and teeth. Whatever environment the civilians evolved in must have been a hostile one. Their physiology is hardly to the point where I struggle to think a creature capable of killing one. This is why we have bullets. With up to an inch of scale hide in places, these creatures have some inherent protection against ballistic weapons and semi-resilient to flames, which makes them rather more difficult to dispose of. Beneath the scales is a thick layer of dense muscles and the creature's heavy skeletons. Both are heavily resistant to damage. However, highly energized heat seems quite effective in penetrating it. Lasers. Once we had abandoned our bone saw for an angle grinder, we revealed the creature's internal organs. There is much to be expected, the only major anomaly being the presence of 2 hearts inside one torso. Ooh, double the hearts, double the fun. Presumably one alone could not pump sufficient blood around the beast's body to sustain it. An analysis of the civilian's blood has also some interesting results. Almost 10% of the blood volume is comprised of a mixture of powerful coagulants and unspecialized stem cells. We do not yet fully understand the implications of this, but it's quite possible that live civilians are able to rapidly clot wounds and possibly even regenerate damage sustained in combat. Yes, we've seen that. There are also indications that there is a resistance to chemicals. Fun. Some consolation. Despite the above, civilians are not perfect soldiers. Much like the brutes down in our engineering department, their physique bellies an undersized brain. Always throwing shade at the engineers. A civilian's probably has as much understanding of squad tactics as the finer points of Shakespeare. They also have weak thermal eyesight, giving them slower reflexes and poor accuracy. They'll prefer to fight at short range, where these characteristics are less of a hindrance. It should be wise to ensure the opposite occurs. Yes, we want to fight them at long range. Ah, the Light Scout. The Light Scout is a highly maneuverable aircraft that seems to be used primarily for scouting missions. Its hull is remarkably resilient given its almost flimsy-looking thinness. This craft is equipped with a beam weapon. Picking the Light Scout clean in our research, we have come up with a protocol for extracting further components beyond the readily removable for the craft when it's recovered. Unless they're destroyed in the crash or battle, of course. Unfortunately, devising the disassembly protocol isn't a perfect process, so trial and error involved result in all the parts from the external craft be damaged beyond repair. We can expect the same thing to happen with all disassembly protocol processes. The first sample will not yield any components. This thing will give us 1 alien control system, 1 light engine, 1 alien computer, 1 light weapon system, as well as 2 units of alien alloys and 1 alien alinium. Yay. We have nothing. How unfortunate. Ah, the scouting mission's lovely. Hello, Commander. As requested, we at Strategic Planning have started the analysis of ET UFO activity and determined their military objectives, meaning no disrespect to R&D, but interpreting ET strategies by suited to the men who do it for a living. I'll be keeping you updated on whatever we can discover about extraterrestrial UFO activity, like now, for instance. Later today, there was confirmed sighting of a UFO, Light Scout class, circling low over a classified research station in America. Didn't take any visible action, but local radio operators detected unusual bursts of energy in the VHF band, and the researchers detected simultaneous bursts in the SHF band. I've cross-linked the similar reports in Germany, Australia, and Hong Kong. Considering the strategic importance of the locations involved and an analysis of the Light Scout from R&D, I'm certain these scouts were gathering and transmitting intelligence on potential future targets. UFOs on scouting missions remain in the air for an extended period of time, gathering intel on potential targets. There doesn't seem to be any particular plan to what they cover, so it should be fairly easy to intercept one. As the ETs have dedicated ships for scouting, you can expect scouting missions to be carried out by small signals. The more intel a scout can gather, the more damage later attacks will be, so try to get as many scouts taken down as you can. Even if we can't recover the crash site, we can at least make sure the ETs are fighting in the dark. Yeah. We want to at least shoot them down. Plus, it does help with the funding and relationships. The only problem is, as you can see, the world is not really happy with us because we had multiple attacks that we actually couldn't deal with. Which sucks. Know your enemy. Lovely. Told you there's a lot of reading in this one. Civilians are bipedal lizards. Yes. Commander, our xenologists have been compiling information on the civilian race. Most of it, while interesting, is irrelevant for field ops. I have taken the time to compose a summary of the most useful information for the men. I'm sure you heard of the self-congratulation and the self-congratulations and the backslapping going on in the locker room. We'll discuss our last mission. I turned those smiles into frowns. Actually, I don't. But many of those hard targets were, amusingly enough, not intended for ground operations. Yeah. From our data, we have strong reason to believe the sizable number of subjects recovered are non-combatants. Yeah, non-combatants. Fucking foot. From the operational core of any UFO crew acting as pilots, engineers, navigators, and other essential non-combatant roles. They neither need or are given more than basic training combat and are armed with pistols or rifles at the most. They only have their naked, if resilient, skin as protection. Incidentally, I have to chastise some lab assistants for skinning civilians and selling their hide to your men. Did you know that Corporal England is an amateur leather worker? I should check their uniforms I were up to you. Oh boy. I mean, it works. It would be bullet resistance. Yeah, we gotta get 762 by 51 to actually penetrate them. Lovely. As the xenologists theorize, they are either a slave caste. Oh. They're either slave caste bred into millions who serve the need of the higher echelons, or younglings who have yet to find their position within the larger social group, and are assigned duties suitable for young aspirants who cannot yet be trusted with the gun. It's extremely unlikely that these men will see them in any dedicated alien combat operation role apart from their service roles. Lovely. So they have strong muscles, basically Olympian athletes, rapid movement, and being heavily weighted without difficulty. Bullet resistant hide, a tactical computer to assist with, I guess, whatever they're working on. Weak eyesight. Poor accuracy at over 25 meters. Yeah, well, we don't have to get that. We have to get close. We go almost any part of their body, yeah. Sorry, through cremation or chemical bath. Lovely. Ah, the Hunter Scout car. Lovely. Good evening, Commander. When you tasked my team with creating a vehicle that could withstand outrageous threats of ET's smaller fire, I thought you'd be insane. Creating any vessel that would disperse the immense heat created by an energy bolt to that degree was a far-fetching proposition, but that's why you hired us, to achieve marvelous feats of science fiction. Unfortunately, my R&D team was able to be very original and stole some British schematics for a light anti-personnel vehicle to Daimler Fiat armored car, and altered a few various components. While most of the new modifications are superficial, accommodating the vehicle's crews, these early ones are the long ones. Later on, these fucking things are short. Crews, cup holders, AC, etc. There's one new radical idea that my team applied to the vehicle's hull. Tungsten! The vehicle's outer layer initially were very flimsy and weak, only providing about 1 centimeter of steel as a buffer, meaning basic rifles can go through it, which was made to withstand our primitive ballistic weaponry. Since the vehicle's original armor would never resist a single shot from a heat projectile by an ET pistol, the team decided to upgrade what was extremely necessary. We eventually came to the conclusion that a composite layering of tungsten would be the best option for preventing penetration of the armor because of its outrageous melting point. Unfortunately, due to the nature of the vehicle, it is unable to carry more than two 30mm cannons, which sounds great, but that's a typo. It's 30 caliber machine guns. I wish I had a 30mm cannon with very limited ammo. For weight reasons, respectively, on the upside, we could always be a bit more pragmatic and engineer some less conventional armaments for the more precarious situations. The invasion would be full of them, obviously. In reality, I'm thinking about propositions such as scaling down our aircraft torpedoes and mounting several pods on the car, adding a flamethrower, even testing results of engineering or adapting chemical weapons for use against ET. I've only seen this thing actually get the missiles. And even then, don't want to use it too much compared to when I get the next one from this. Although as a final thought, Commander, I would try to steer clear of this vehicle once we initially get a new, more suitable combat-based replacement, likely using technology discovered from alien tech. Also, I am currently pending the success of a motorized division in Earth's defense. I'm drawing up some, although basic schematics that could serve as future vehicles. Although at this rate, a composite tungsten layering will not be enough. Vehicles go with machine guns and rockets mainly. Yes, good hit points, good to use, pretty decent accuracy, shit reflexes, but okayish armor. 25 for kinetic, 20 for energy armor. Incendiary and chemical is only 10. It's not very good at taking chemical and fire. But they're cheap as hell. The machine gun. Range 16 meters. Shoots 9 shots that do 30 damage. Kinetic 5 mitigation and ammo capacity of 20. It's pretty good. It'll work. Alien biology. Fucking every. Tissue analysis of the remaining different extraterrestrial activities has allowed us to compare them with one another in an attempt to find characteristics common to them all. Although we have no defined answer, there are hints as to the origins of the aliens. There are strong similarities in physiology in all biological units except for all counts so far. For example, all are humanoid. All possess both circulatory system and central nervous systems, albeit with some variation in functions. This allows for the possibility of a common planetary origin. The huge variety of life on our own planet clearly illustrates an array of vastly different creatures that can evolve simultaneously on a single planet. This is our initial assumption, largely due to the shared habitat inside the alien UFO, an atmosphere containing roughly 5 to 6% oxygen rather than the 21% of ours. The aliens first flight via oxygen in much of the same manner as humans do, using a common vector to distribute around the body, a semi-synthetic protein that mimics the role of human hemoglobin, but more effective, giving the alien's blood a distinctive purple tint. However, fundamentally, organic chemistry is so dramatically different between alien species that a common origin cannot be possible. The reason these species can share a common habitat is not evolution, but rather extensive genetic engineering. The oxygen-carrying protein bears no resemblance to any other part of the corpses studied. In other words, it appears an external force has engineered these creatures to be capable of breathing the same air as they do. The identity of this external force and the reasoning behind this decision remains obscured, at least for now. In the meantime, we are tuning this research for practical use. My team have constructed holding tanks in laboratories which can be used to confine captured alien units in a low oxygen environment. If exposed to our atmosphere for long enough, alien units will eventually succumb to oxygen toxicity, allowing us to study them more closely. Yay. Alright, let's get that. And we're actually going to drop this down by 5, so we can actually get 2 of these going. Alright, so akin to our own assault rifles, let's take it apart yet. Long range version of the standard ballistic weapons. Should study it, yeah. I don't think my garage is built. No, 2 more days. The civilian guard. See, much shorter. So, yeah, civilian guards, not much different inside than any other civilian. They are a little larger, stronger than the civilians, who are neither small nor weak by any means, with a green hide, and are equipped with an armored vest. Ultimately, the civilian guard body is of little consequence, as it has to be cremated, but the armor, while damaged by the process killing the creatures, can still be used to extract light fibers. We're able to extract 1 light fiber from each civilian guard corps. We have to find use for light fibers, but given how effective they are at protecting aliens, it would make logical sense to incorporate them into improved armor of our own design. Alrighty, so here's the fun part. We can actually take them, and here we are. We'll get 3 light fibers. 1, 2, 3. Now, if we can capture live aliens, we get a lot more light fibers. I think we get 8. DBS, this manufacturing assembly system. This is basically what we're doing. We can, instead of selling shit, we actually keep it and we disassemble it to turn into parts that we can use to improve our own stuff. The alien ballistic rifle. The alien ballistic rifle is very similar to our own rifles with similar battlefield uses. For some reason, the weapon the weapon uses authorization intervals for this weapons is 6 shots rather than 4 used by the alien ballistic pistol. It may well be that interval is based on the actions possessed within a single battlefield turn. Basically, after 6 shots, the gun stops working. We cannot use the alien ballistic rifle ourselves, but we can pick it apart for parts. Our assembly protocol produces 1 ballistic core part kit for out of every 4 ballistic rifles. Once we have examined its wielder, as well as ballistic pistol, we should have enough information to research into alien ballistic technology. We have the capture ship. Ah, the alien ballistic sniper. That thing looks cool. This is a sniper rifle weapon corresponding to our rifles. Assembly research into this weapon has proved us with protocol for extracting 1 ballistic core for every 2. It might be possible to use this research as a basic for stepping up alien ballistic technology to advanced level, but we're not yet clear whether to do we also need samples of additional types of alien ballistic weapon, or possibly have to interview weapons sergeant to get there. So we've already, at this point, with the rifle and the sniper, we have achieved the ability to not just go to our ballistic level 1 upgrades, but to level 2. We just have to capture a weapons sergeant. Easier said than done. So here's their rifle compared to our rifle. Their rifle has a 3-meter range on ours. They only have 6 shots per magazine compared to our 18, so we have twice the amount, which is nice. It is way heavier than ours. By like 3, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, by 3. But it can use to be one-handed, which is scary as hell. And same with their sniper rifle. That's weird. Anywho. And the damage is 45 compared to our 25. Today, alien ballistic sniper, it has 2 more meters range than ours, but only has 2 rounds. And it is very fucking heavy at 10 kilograms. With 60 damage. If we take a look at our weapon, our sniper rifle, same damage, much more ammo capacity, lighter, but less range. Pretty scary. And there we go. I really should get alloys, but that's okay. Alright, let's go to the workshop. Anything I can actually take apart? No. Ah, stun weapons. The good old baton is going to be very useful. I'm running a Dark Commander, and that has to change quickly. We don't know why the aliens invading, or what their goal is, or how the tech works, or anything else related to division. The only thing we know at the moment is we're losing. Yes, I said it. We are losing. And I'm already pretty tired of it, frankly. But I've come up with a plan to get us caught up. Here's the logic. If we don't know the answer to any of these things, then why don't we ask those who do? That's right. I want us to capture some of these aliens. Actually, make that a lot of these aliens. And then I want to interrogate them. And by interrogate, I mean torture, burn, execute, bludgeon, drown, and do whatever else I have to get these little gray monsters to spill their guts on what makes this invasion tick. That's fine. They don't have a Geneva Convention. It's not going to be pretty, Commander, and I expect that when this war is over, I'm not going to be alone with my thoughts very often, but it has to be done by someone. I don't trust anyone else to get it done right. Now, we're not entirely sure how to go about capturing these aliens yet, but our preliminary research into alien biology indicates that they have a nervous system similar to ours. Their cells communicate via electrochemical signals and can temporarily be disrupted by high voltage interference. Basically, taser! Yeah, taser, taser, taser. I put together what I'm calling a stun batons to deliver a shock. But they haven't actually tested on a live alien yet, only corpses. We're not sure how effective they really are. And that's the downside number 1. Number 2 is the stun baton is in melee range only, which means your soldiers are going to have to get right up next to an armed and hostile alien with essentially an electrified stick and whack them with it until they stop moving. If that don't work, well, we're going to have to up our recruiting numbers for next month. Best of luck with the first few attempts to stun an alien, sir. You're gonna need it. Yeah. Fun. Oh boy. I see an alien aircraft over there. Ah, this flamer pistol. These things are fucking annoying. And they have a pretty decent range of 8. A particular weapon is able to hurl bullets of flame, but otherwise acts like a pistol. You need 5 of these to get 1 ballistic core. Yeah, fun. I love flaming pistols. Yay! Weighs 4 kilograms compared to what does our pistol look like? 2 kilograms, so it's twice as heavy. Oops. It has a damage of 40 because fuck you compared to our 25. 8 instead of our. No, I think ours also has 8. Yeah, ours has 8. And ammo capacity 4 compared to our 10. It's a very light thing. We also have the alien flame rifle. Particular weapon is capable of hurling flame bolts a great distance. Apart from their particular bullets, it operates as a rifle capable of both burst and single shot modes. One ballistic core for every 4 of these. It has a range of 6 meters, because fuck you. And ammo capacity of 6, same as the ballistic rifle. They have single and weighs 8 kilograms. And damage of 45. Pretty freaking mean. Like, ouchies mean. They'll give me some alien alloys. I don't think I have any of these two. No. Oh, lovely. Alright. First off, get going. Second off, these 2 soldiers. Let's take a look at you guys. Alrighty. We'll keep you as rifleman for now. Not too bad. I'll actually drop that from you, so therefore you're not too completely worthless. But the crop circle's over there. Not much I can do about that. Sorry, America. Yeah, North America. Oh, we got UFO sightings down here as well. There's a fighter up there. Let's go down here. Let's launch to AWACS. Oh, lovely. Alright, okay. Stop, please. Thank you. Should click go to base. Like, go down this way. I don't think I actually have the range to get anything down here. No, we actually do not even have the range. Alright, cool. But now we got our hangar. Yes. And that thing. Alright, let's, instead of buying a dropship, let's get another aircraft. F-17. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of them. And now let's hire a lot of soldiers. And anyone who's shit, we are just gonna kick out. Who's like really shit and I just can't make work. And now I need to go to here, and I need you to build me 2. And there's the reason I want them to build me 2. 12 hours. It's a light scout. Alright, well maybe we can catch this thing. Who knows? Return to base. Alright. Actually, that is also another light scout, but it's coming right towards us. Hopefully we can hit this guy. God damn it, get your ass back here. We're not going to catch him. They're back in base. Alright, return to base. We're getting shit luck with the interceptions. Like, I mean bad. Bad interception. I can't even do anything over there. Alright, here's our vehicle. Hunter 001. Let's assign you to the Chinook. Yeah, I can't do anything about anything over there. I don't got the range. This sucks. Like, this is a shitty first month. Alien alloys. Yay. Like, normally I'd ideally get something, but nothing. I see ground combat over there. Alien technology is founded on a variety of exotic materials, every one of which possess remarkable properties. We have identified materials with tensile strength and heat resistance of an order of magnitude greater than anything previously known, as well as those more exotic properties such as room temperature, superconductivity. Almost all of them are ultra-advanced ceramics with a chemical structure as alien as the extraterrestrials themselves. Although we've yet to encounter any unknown fundamental element in these materials, we have little idea how they generate their extraordinary power or how they can be manufactured. It's the difference between coal and diamond, fundamentally the same stuff, but radically different in practice. Given their exceptional heat resistance, the obvious military application of these alloys would be in personal battlefield armor. Unfortunately, they are so effective at dissipating heat that nothing in our laboratory can generate enough to melt them, making fabrication of plate armor or anything else a little more than a pipe dream. Although still effectively useless, we are harvesting these alloys from recovered alien artifacts where possible. Aliens must have a means to shape these materials, so further study of their technology may allow us to do the same. Ah, ground fucking. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read. This basically just explains pretty much. You know what? Actually, there might be stuff in here I might miss. Let's do it. Well, we're back with our boots in the dirt again, Commander. Our latest field reports say that half the regular damage has the same impact on aliens' neural system as well as on our soldiers too. Close range weapons like shotguns, which have additional stun damage features, should almost be able to fully stun a target, although I would say it would die before that, so a stun weapon of choice will be necessary for that last part. Our melee weapons will be a special treat because a trained soldier will almost always be able to bypass or break through the armor, but against the hardest targets. Also note that melee attacks are able to work around shields, thus ignoring their effects. We can do melee attacks, and this is valid regardless of whether the attacker is our soldier or an alien unit. It can also be noted that weapons specializing in massive amounts of non-lethal penetrating damage, i.e. shotguns and SMGs, which currently aren't used by military forces, which we will get to at some point, use expanding ammunition that causes a slowing shock effect when causing injury. The sheer number of injuries, even when fairly superficial, causes the brain to have to recover from the sensory overload, which results in loss of time units for the following turn. While the information so far is limited, it seems even robotic units are affected by this. We haven't had robotics yet, but we will. Possibly because of the short-circuiting, very similar, but technically different. Effect is caused by an actual shock weapon. It is wielded by Xenonauts. Yeah, biological units are disoriented and subjected to spasm through electrical currents, playing havoc with their nerves. Yeah, the Xenonauts actually have lightning weapons. Robotic units have their circuits temporarily disabled by an EMP effect on top of any direct damage EMP effects present. Also, if you think they can unconsciously sleep through a mission, you should wake them up with some special adrenaline packs, which you'll find in the med pack. And while we're on the subject of battlefield conditions, it's time to bring up the subject of morale. The regular stress of terror and confusion in combat is bad enough, but when you bring in psychotic attacks, things go downhill quickly. Our soldiers' base morale level can improve through various kinds of combat experience, and the higher it is when disembarking in the battlefield, the more stress the soldier can withstand before sinking to a dangerously low level. So every piece of hard-won morale, also called bravery, is valuable. A universal battlefield experience, at least for humans, is having buddies at your back provides morale safety net. So 2 soldiers with the highest rank within 10 tiles of a soldier boosts the morale of the soldier through the comfort of having support at hand. And the more experienced the support is, the more comfort it provides. So I guess what that's saying is 2 soldiers with the highest rank, 10 tiles. Basically, keep your guys together with high ranks. Okay. And knowing that you're led by a capable leader provides comfort that results in improved starting morale to start a battle. The worry of having to babysit privates will lessen the effectiveness of leadership on the rest of the team, which means the bonus effects provided is smaller when this is the case. Alright. Various battlefield experiences put away the more effective morale. Although there are a few that are positive, but generally stress will grind morale down during battle. Although the buddy safety net will not be lost unless the buddies are lost or too far away to lend support. So a buddy provided at the beginning of one turn may change to the beginning of the next one, depending on how many units move or die, but moving back into range will regain the buddy support lost. Cool. Psychotic attacks are particularly potent at reducing morale, but dead humans, civilians in particular, shakes their morale. It's bad enough when deaths are caused by the hands of the alien, but friendly fire deaths take an additional toll on the team in general, and I just murked a guy with a fucking sniper because I need to get to that roof. In general, the soldiers cause it in particular. Enemy units help up their morale, and it's even better if it's done by the team. The highest boost going to the soldier, eliminating the enemy. A soldiers with low morale may freeze in fear, flee outright, and rarely when morale is extremely low, berserk, firing at random, live or inanimate friend or foe targets. I've had that happen. There have been rumors of aliens being able to reduced berserking soldiers, but as far as we have seen or been able to determine, those rumors are incorrect. Recovering from a morale failure results in recovery of some lost morale. Yes. Oh, fuck yeah! Jackal combat armor. Let's go! And aircraft Mauser. This is nice. We're gonna need this. Reduced range compared to rank, but 5 times the rate of fire and twice the damage. Let's go. I can't do anything up there. That pisses me off. That's a lot of money I'm losing. I'm losing a shit ton of money. Just because it's all over here and I can't do nothing. Ah, the Mauser. Another first attempt at improving the autocannon. As such, it is a project full of compromises. It's a substantially higher rate of fire. Yeah, a shit ton higher rate of fire than the autocannon, and deals twice as much damage per shot over a much wider arc. That comes at the cost of low ammunition capacity and significantly reduced total damage at shorter range. So yeah, we go from 100 rounds to 30, but each round does 10. So we do 300 damage. But has a ridiculous rate of fire of 150 and a very good arc. Strong point of the weapon does not require acquisition in America. So we're actually gonna use this. Because while the autocannon is pretty nice, it's too slow. When we get into gun range, as you can see, it is really small. When we get into gun range, we need to go shoot. We need it to start killing, and this thing will work great. Honestly, the range, because like I said, we get into gun range, we need the damage. We need it to happen and happen fast. So technically, we have 300 points of damage here, and if we're fighting a scout, we got these, which is 90 times 4, which is 180. So that's 180. So 300 plus 180 is 480. That's a light scout. That's more than enough to kill a fucking light scout, but good luck with that. So maybe now that I think about it. Yeah, that's 500. Autocannons alone is enough to kill the light scout. That is sure as hell not enough to kill the heavy duty scout. Oh hell, let's give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I just sell this thing. Give me 2. Jackal combat armor. This is a massive UI difference than the base one. Because the base one has like a little helmet, some knee pads, elbow pads, and a plate. This thing looks a lot cooler. And it appears to have a Geiger counter. The Jackal combat armor offers our soldiers extra battlefield protection at the cost of increased weight. It's not the ideal equipment for every situation, but in many cases the extra survivability could be the difference between life and death. And yes, as we have seen. Laboratory tests on captured alien phaser weapons have confirmed that traditional body armor is essentially worthless against energy projectiles, having been designed to resist ballistic rather than heat impact. However, testing a modified combat vest with heat resistance rather than impact resistant ceramic plates has shown impressive results. The ceramics were able to dissipate enough heat to give the wearer a reasonable chance of survival, though they are still likely to suffer injuries in the process. While it provides an obvious boost to survivability, this armor is heavy and will limit other equipment such as ammunition or secondary weapons a soldier can carry into battle. Armor also degrades rapidly under fire, notwithstanding repeated hits, nor provide the wearer guaranteed protection, i.e. it hardly matters if what armor the soldier wearing if he's shot in the face. Nevertheless, it's still better than nothing. This armor, compared to the 20 reaction reflexes, this does 5 bonus to accuracy and 5 bonus to reflexes, while reducing the TUs by 5. But the sight range is 20. So we gained more sight range by 2. But the view cone is decreased by 30 degrees. Actually 30? Yeah, 30 degrees. But look at the massive difference. Kinetic goes from 10 to 30. Energy goes from 0 to 20. And incendiary and chemical only does 5. It weighs 2 kilograms more. But as it says here, unfortunately reduces to use by 5. We can deal with this. I'll take, honestly, the armor is more than worth it. more than worth it. Alrighty, and how much alien alloys do I actually have? I have 8. And this thing said it requires 3? It does. Alright. So I can only build 2. And I already know who I'm going to give these to. I'm going to give these to the assaults. Right, I might give it to the riflemen, and my reasoning why is the riflemen are going to have a... Oh, fuck yeah! Which size? Okay, it's just a small one. Because I think I'm going to switch my riflemen. Actually, you know what? Assaults... I'm going to drop the shotgun for a second. Hear me out. I know. The assault is just your role. Not necessarily means the equipment. I'm going to take these, put in a baton. For now, this is what it's going to be. Yeah. I will do this. I'm thinking of giving it to the riflemen, but I'll get them with the more explosives. So let's make sure I got everything I want. So we got the sniper with the pistol. We got the heavy weapons here with his little things there. That's more than enough. We got our riflemen's with the C4 and the grenades. Our assaults with a decent amount of grenades. More stun. Let's get another frag. And we'll give you another frag there. Yeah, they've got the same to use there. That's nice. And our specialists are carrying the rockets and the C4 as well. Alright. Now, we're not going to attack in the middle of the fucking night. Alright. Okay, that's done. Did Jack last 12 hours, but we're going to wait a little bit. Alright. Intercept. Send the Chinook. It should take 8 hours to get there. Stick in our interceptors. Let's take this autocannon. And we'll equip the Mausers on Gruta 1 and Gruta 2. Soon to be Gruta 3 will not have that. They'll keep the autocannon. Please tell me I put... Oh, I just realized something. I need you to come back for a second. Yeah. Alright. Now let's do this. The ballistic rifles there. We'll have the precision... Well, the machine gun in the center. I'll have ballistic rifles of the specialists on the side. And we'll do that. Yeah. A little packed right there, but I think it'll work. Alright, now we're gonna launch our AWACS to cover the area. We're gonna Chinook is faster than the AWACS. Ah, lovely. Aircraft. Garuda 3. You're part of Garuda Squadron, so to speak. Let's fight. Join me next time on Xenonauts when we engage the underground force. This is 2000. Thank you for joining me on Let's Play of Xenonauts. Stay safe and as always, have an awesome day.